If you'd honestly rather fight a bear than attend a packed concert, congratulations, your brain just saved you from a psychological nightmare. Most people are too distracted to notice. And no, you're not damaged, you're not antisocial. You're just seeing something everyone else is blind to. Picture this. It's Saturday night. Your phone buzzes. Hey, we're all meeting at that new downtown spot. Super crowded, but the vibe is amazing. And instantly, your soul leaves your body. Not because you hate fun, but because your brain just ran a full cost-benefit analysis and decided emotional bankruptcy. IS&T, worth the vibe, you're not broken. You're not boring, and you're definitely not the problem. Your psychology is just playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Let me explain what's really happening inside that beautifully complicated brain of yours. Number one, your brain has zero chill-in. That's actually genius. Most people's brains come with a built-in e-spum filter. They walk into a crowd and instantly delete 90% of the input. Ignore the loud laugh. Ignore the flickering lights. Ignore the 17 overlapping conversations. Your brain. It screenshots everything. It records, analyzes, cross-references. Scientists call this sensory processing, fancy way of saying your brain notices everything and refuses to let anything go. Every micro-expression, every shift in posture, every subtle change in tone or background noise. It's like everyone else is watching life in 4AO and you're stuck in an 8K IMAX experience you never asked for. Research suggests around 20% of the population is wired this way. That means 1 in 5 people is walking around with a nervous system set to maximum perception at all times. And here's the part most people miss. Your brain doesn't just collect information, it stores it. That random interaction from 3 weeks ago, nobody else remembers. Your brain filed it under possibly important and keeps pulling it up for review. That's not that's pattern recognition. And historically, this trait kept humans alive. While extroverts were vibing around the campfire, your ancestors were the ones who noticed the predator, sensed danger early, and remembered which plants were poisonous. You're not too much. You're exactly what survival required. Modern society just wasn't designed for people who actually pay attention. Number 2, you're not antisocial, you're anti-BS. Let's clear something up. You don't hate people. You hate performance. In crowds, everyone's wearing masks. The I'm having so much fun mask. The I'm totally listening mask. The I'm fine, everything's fine mask while their eye is literally twitching. And you see through all of it, not because you're judgmental, but because your brain is constantly translating the real conversation happening beneath the words, the body language, the energy, the things nobody says out loud. Psychologists call this high perceptual sensitivity. Your emotional radar is so accurate, you're basically a human lie detector who never applied for the job. A study from Cambridge University found that people who prefer solitude often score higher in emotional intelligence than crowd-loving personalities. Translation, you're not socially awkward. You're socially advanced. You just refuse to fake it. You'd rather have one honest conversation at 3 a.m. than attend 50 networking events where everyone's selling their highlight reel. That's not a flaw. That's integrity. Small talk isn't hard for you, it's just painfully empty, like chewing cardboard while everyone else insists it's a 5-star meal. Number 3, your dopamine system said, nah, I'm good. This is where your brain gets really interesting. Dopamine, the reward chemical, works differently for you. When extroverts walk into a party, their brains throw a dopamine parade. Fireworks, confetti, instant stimulation, your brain, crickets. Instead, your system runs on introspection, and you guessed, being alone. It's not that social situations don't reward you. Your brain just gets its high from different sources. Reading late at night, long solo walks, sitting quietly, thinking. While extroverts need external stimulation to feel alive, you need internal space to access your full operating system. Neuroscientists have found that introverted brains often have thicker gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for planning, reflection, and complex thought. So when you look like you're doing nothing, your brain is actually doing everything. You're composing symphonies in your head while everyone else is listening to elevator music. That's not weird. That's neurological efficiency. Number 4, You're an emotional Wi-Fi router. Ever walk into a room and instantly feel something's off even when everyone's smiling? That's because your mirror neurons are on overdrive. You don't just observe emotions. You absorb them. Spend an hour in a crowd and you're not only managing your own feelings, you're accidentally downloading everyone else's stress, anxiety, excitement, and chaos. Your nervous system is processing emotional data from hundreds of people while also remembering to breathe. No wonder you need 3 business days to recover from a 2-hour event. But here's the superpower. This makes you deeply emotionally intelligent. You read between the lines. You sense needs before words are spoken. You understand people better than they understand themselves. Most people barely recognize their own emotions. You're out here managing everyone else's. That's not a curse. That's a gift most people couldn't handle. Number 5, you're not running from life, you're running toward yourself. Society loves noise. Busy equals successful. Loud equals happy. Constant socializing equals a meaningful life. But you figured out something most people avoid for decades. Silence isn't empty. It's where clarity lives. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's where you finally meet yourself. You're not missing out. You're opting out of a system that was never built for people who think deeply, feel deeply, and see deeply. The quietest rooms often hold the loudest truths. Your peace isn't isolation. It's liberation. So the next time someone asks, why don't you go out more? Remember they're asking why you don't drain yourself to fit into spaces that were never designed for minds like yours. You're not broken. He not boring. You're not antisocial. You're built for depth in a world obsessed with noise. And honestly, that's exactly what makes you fascinating. So tell me, are you team crowds give me life or team I'd rather befriend a cactus? Drop it in the comments. Let's find our people. And if this resonated, hit subscribe and click the next video on screen. It dives into another introvert trait most people completely misunderstand, and it might feel uncomfortably accurate.